Mama, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good. Thank you. You said good morning, so like I'm on the what? Excuse me. So you know what he's doing? He's looking at me there.
Because if he turns and looks directly at you,
sexual harassment.
Well, if you are brave enough and you can afford to tell Mama she looks good, send her a text message. She will send you her mobile details.
No. That's just the two of you. It's just the two of you. Yeah. If I do it out, I'll be like I'm soliciting for funds or something like that. But I can with the two of you, I can.
They have is it GoFund?
Yes. GoFund.
So let me explain. Let me let the viewers understand what's happening. Yeah. So they comment on my hair. They'll say, "Oh, your hair looks nice. Your dress looks nice," but they are like. They don't give, so I have put a ban on it. If you talk about my dress, my shoes, whatever, you have to pay.
Charlie, on TV, I mean physically, you look on TV to Charlie.
If you can't pay, you're not commenting. That's it.
Let me also explain our position to the public. So let's have me. Let's have me in focus. Yes, thank you. Hi. All right. So we pay her compliments because we want her to feel that feel good. She now wants us to pay for the honor of paying her a compliment. The compliment should be enough. She should pay us.
No way.
Her compliment.
No way.
If she doesn't want to hear compliments, we won't pay them anymore.
But they obviously are not comfortable because each time when I come and sit here, they want to say something, but they can't say it. So let's do the papers.
It's not our fault that you are nice.
All right, so...
Oh, you guys look nice too, Yeah.
I bank with Standard Chartered.
Oh, okay.
So please pay directly.
Or did they receive Momo there too?
Oh yeah.
Is it only Momo that
at SCB?
Standard.
Yeah,
Momo.
transfers quick. Sharp. All right, so I'll start with the dispatch. So I'll quickly go through the dispatch. It says this is a rejoinder. Bawumia as automatic choice after Kufuor, and it's in reaction. It looks like a rejoinder to a story yesterday on the dispatch from Haruna Atta, who is saying that Bawumia should be an automatic choice. There should be swayed rule declaration. So there's been a reaction, and according to the dispatch, it says Bawumia as an automatic choice after Kufuor. Late Aliu Mahama contested 16 others in 2007, and the dispatch says it's a party leader who is reacting to this. And this is a former general secretary of the party, Kwejo Oswe-Free, said John, said apart from Vice President Dr. Bawumia, any member of the party who has the ambition of becoming a flag bearer of the Kufuor's 8-year reign should jettison that aspiration. And he says, okay, so there's a top person in the party, one of the party leaders, saying that because Ali Bawumia was contested, they've always shown the tradition that
Aliu
Mahama was contested. They have a tradition of contesting.
How helpful is that tradition?
Well,
that circus of 16 people all pretending that they were capable of leading this country.
It's a democratic environment.
Well, they weren't all pretending.
I think that's what...
16 people competing for...
Well, I think that then we could tell them that please reduce the numbers.
How useful is that tradition?
It means that there's an environment of...
there's a psychology behind it.
That what?
There's a psychology
Everybody feels that they want... No, I think that's it.
There's a good side to it. Because all of these people feel competent and able and equal. Okay, so they all feel like, look, we can do this job. And that's a positive. If they could infect the whole nation with that feeling, it would be good.
Oh.
But there's also a negative. You see, it makes them feel like, what is special about you that you should be president?
And go and contest it.
What is so special about you?
Okay.
But you see, the reality of leadership is that leadership inspires. So a leader is special. So when you water down the specialness of a leader, he becomes less inspiring.
Are you saying that when that person who aspires to be in a leadership position is contested in an environment like the democracy we're practicing, it means that they've watered down?
No. Okay. I'm talking about when 16 people contest
to be
presidential candidate. Yeah, but there should be competition at all, always, so that people have a choice. It's important.
Yep.
So if, you know, a number of people feel like, look, we're all good enough to do this and they want to, that's fine. But 16
that's
is what I'm commenting on. Yeah.
Okay. The Daily Dispatch, we continue with that. 2020 budget needs to be tight, according to the IMF. And we've been saying this because of the story that have been published and the engagements and the utterances of the IMF and the World Bank over the last week or so. Ghanaian youth caught between political frustration and economic hardship. The New Publisher says your government is hiding things from you. The New Publisher, and a story attributed to Mahama. Let's fight infertility stigmatization. Nanado. NDC jobs finance minister over drainage cash. And then we also have Men's Gold CEO motivates frustrated customers with a gospel song on his Twitter. No, Instagram. Is it?
Yesterday. Namwan.
Instagram. Is he a handle? Instagram handle? Or,
okay. Was he singing it himself?
No, he posted a video clip of a gospel song.
Yeah, somebody sent it.
Halt real estate activities on Ebri Mountain to stop rock falls. We dealt with this extensively yesterday. It's something, you know, it's the big men who fall prey. Do they fall prey? They perpetrated all these.
Building on top of the ridge.
Without making sure the engineering is done.
Solid.
It's expensive.
Not that you can't build on the ridge. The thing you have to do.
It's expensive to do that, actually. As in to put up a building in a place like that, isn't it? It costs a lot more.
No, it is expensive when you do the engineering
when you do it the right way,
and then you put up the building.
Oh, okay.
But now they just put up the building on the sedimented rock. And you know, it's a big man.
But we watch them do it.
No, it isn't.
We watch them do it, right? I mean, the people who are supposed to ensure that that doesn't happen, watch them do it.
No.
They watch them.
They are the same people who build there.
So the people who work at the local authority, the inspectors, they are the ones who are building.
The inspectors can't tell those who are building there that. So they are the same people.
But that's why I'm saying that we watch them do it.
We all do know why they can't, because those people who build there.
Sometimes they also get calls from higher places.
That's what.
And they tell them,
so they're all conniving.
Stop following up on this person. It's just like tax, you know, sometimes they want to do the right thing, just like all the regulators. And then you get a call. Somebody shared, not to cut you, somebody shared a story about how they went to inspect this, and I wouldn't, because if I do, then it would give us clues. Exactly. No, not clues. I don't mind, but you know. And then they went to close this place up, and this is a very young guy who had gotten the job. And he said, Yendu office put me in call. And the call simply said, go and open the place up.
Yeah.
And he said, we felt so foolish, because, you know, we went to do the right thing. And the man even offered to give them money. They didn't take it. And then they didn't even get to the office and they got the call to come back and open it.
You see, I'm not naive. I understand the intricacies. It's not easy when, you know, we live in this society where if you don't obey such a wrong instruction, your entire career, your family is all at risk. But I just wish for the day when we will have some guts, so that if even we will not resist them, we won't lie about the fact that it happens. Yesterday on at 12 o'clock,
the midday news.
Yes, I interviewed a police officer who works in the eastern region. It was the story of the children who were rescued from the Volta River, where people were using them for, you know,
the child
exploitative child labor. And the story said that one of the reasons why prosecutions don't happen as often as they should in these cases is because of interference, political interference, people making these phone calls we're talking about. So I spoke to the district commander of the police for the region, and I asked him about it. He said, oh, yeah, as for the phone calls, they come, but we never give in to them. Right? And I thought to myself, so why are we saying it is an impediment? You are telling me you never give in, so then it's not a problem, is it? You know, but
you'll say that to you on record.
We can't admit, we can't tell the truth.
Say that to you on record.
Yeah, we can't tell the truth. Okay, and it's a pity because we perpetuate it. It's the same as picking up the phone and calling someone not to prosecute.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me do the last one. The Heritage has on the front page 2019 economic growth rate figures disappointing, according to the Institute of Social, Statistical and Economic Research.
Okay. That's an interesting
statistical, social, and economic. Yeah. Killer diseases. No. Killer misses murdered wife, and it's from a story from over the weekend about somebody who murdered the wife, stabbed the wife 92 times around the Dansuman area, we're told.
And he misses her.
And the children, yeah. I'm thinking maybe the person is deranged, yeah. Because I'm told that they were cool. Court restrains Marken Hills Limited from demolitions at Otinibi.
Well, the picture on the front page, the picture with the head, like they've just done the headline without the picture, the inserts.
I'm not sure. Is that the wife?
Yes.
The person?
That's the picture of the dead woman stabbed 90,
yeah,
God knows how many
so
times.
Wrong.
92. That's what I read.
Which newspaper is that?
Daily Heritage.
Let's continue with the Daily Graphic newspaper, front page of the Daily Graphic. Reduce tax exemptions. It will increase revenues, economists suggest to government. Yesterday, they came up with some suggestions. I mean, a lot of the things they said are obvious, isn't it? They went through, no, not textbook. They went through some of the ministries and asked, couldn't this be merged, you know? But it's just like we've talked about all that before. But they also talk about the tax exemptions. You know, we talk about, and we've said this on the show before, talk about how we can't meet the revenue targets. Yet, we have, sometimes when you hear the places where the letters come from, for them to exempt certain people, sometimes it's either you are clearing a vehicle and things like that. Charlie, people are enjoying it and they are extending it to other people who are not even in that bracket.
Yep.
See, if we will only have the guts to do the right thing. So we hope that somebody is listening, because they are like big economists who came together to give this. But you know,
economists again.
No, this one wasn't book long. I like this ISIS current. Yeah. I really like it. It's not book long at all. Everybody can understand.
Because we know the thing, we'll be talking more about it today. I mean, I get what you're saying. It's a theory that keeps being repeated, like Mamabi said.
Yeah. We don't actualize it. That's what I mean.
It remains.
Okay, theory. So that's what you mean by
it remains theory. It remains in the book when it should really be implemented. Professor Stone seems to promise to do things slightly differently when it comes to the GRA.
Charlie, just his presence. They fear. See, Roland.
We need more Professor Ades.
But that's a problem.
Yes, we do.
A board chair.
No, it is still a significant. Just his presence.
That influence.
Just his presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there
see,
should be more.
People were trying to twist it to say that he's board chair and he's doing this and he's not supposed to do it.
He's not supposed to. I think we have to be
Excuse me. Do you understand their regulation?
Then we should make him the Director General of the GRA.
And then listen,
that
headline came only because he was even just being taken around. The man just came recently. He was familiarizing himself, and people are shaking already.
Let's continue.
When he starts to act there, they will fall. Okay, let's do the front page of the story.
Director General reports to.
So all we want are our investments. Men's Gold customers demand. Still on the front page of the Daily Graphic. Graphic Melcom strengthened business relations. Alleged $313 million money laundering. GRA probes companies' tax compliance. Center spread. Akufo-Addo calls for end to stigmatization of infertility. The paper is also seeking to set the record straight. So they brought a headline on Tuesday, which read, closure of border by Nigeria, blow to ECOWAS projects, and attributed that to the president. So they say they misquoted him. They've got the right quotation in the paper. You can check it out. Don't be influenced. Chief Justice advises judges. RTI Act will reduce rumor mongering, according to Kojo Opong Nkrumah, the Minister of Information, back page of the paper. Motorists refuse to use Dome Kitasi Kitasi Brekusu Road. So this is because, you know, the Ebri Road, they had to close one section of it because of the rocks falling off. And the Guyana Highway Authority gave the alternative route as this one, which is in a terrible state.
One of the
so
most
people are not, I mean, it's bumpy, it's horrible, it's and everything. Long. Yeah, it's everything.
Very, very long way to get into town.
Yeah.
So it's rough, bumpy, dusty, everything. And you see, if they had only fixed it, then it would have been a proper alternative. Now people are not using it. They're still risking their lives and using the Brie Road. And it's still very busy. See? You see?
Imagine.
See?
Who is the MP for that area? You know, these days when the road is bad, everybody wants to know.
Okay, don't go to Equiapem South because you go to North before you go to South. Those of you putting pressure on the member of parliament for Equiapem South, Obi Amwa, there is Equiapem North. Yes, I'm just saying. And how about the assembly? Why are you jumping straight to the member of parliament?
In fact, a member of parliament should have nothing to do with construction of roads.
Thank you.
I say that to highlight the irony. But you fell straight into the trap.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
To protect your dearest Obi Amwa.
Let's do the Finder newspaper front page. Well, we say one of the things that we do on the show is to educate, right? Yeah, I'm just the Finder, front page of the Finder.
That is North before South.
Accident. Did I say that?
Education. You said education.
There's North before South.
Okay, accident deaths dropped by 7.6%, 1,580 killed in 9 months compared to 1,710 last year. It's dropped, but it's still a significant figure. Stop stigmatizing women with fertility issues, according to the president. I think the First Lady also said something in that regard. Action plan to replace PDS out by November 15, according to the finance minister. The last newspaper for me is the Daily Statesman. Front page, Ghana urged to build credible systems ahead of 2020 elections. Don't maltreat infertile women. President calls for an end to stigmatization. DI boss denies insulting former President Mahama. That's it on for what's on the front page of the paper. Kojo?
All right. Now, I should mention that later on the show, we'll be coming to you live from Parliament, from Job 600, where the Speaker is holding a breakfast with some members of the press. The Speaker wants to talk about comprehensive sex education in schools. You know, this became an issue not so long ago. The Speaker wants to express some thoughts on it. And so we'll bring you that live later on the show. Stay tuned for that. All right. Gold Street Business, Daily Guide, Ghanaian Times, and the Ghanaian Observer are the four I have. Let's go quickly through them. Banner headline this morning on Gold Street Business front page. Government inaugurates Energy Sector Reform Committee. Primary task is to reduce take or pay contract costs. Right. Clarity on community mining areas being established. 25% corporate tax slowing RCB's expansion. Ask for downward review and inclusion in policy making. RCBs are, of course, rural and community banks. Back page this morning, Glyco Healthcare are judged the healthcare provider of the year 2018. GHL Bank delights staff and clients with the magic of service. It's also on the back page of the Gold Street Business this morning. Daily Guide next. Vote buying rocks Parliament. Details on page 6. Floods cause havoc in Accra and Kumasi. I made economy good, former President Mahama. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Don't worry, barren women. This is the president who made that call at an event attended by first ladies from across the continent here in Ghana yesterday. All right, as do the back page of the Daily Guide. Goldfields PGA golf returns. Bale and Zidane relationship breaks down again. Oh, these two. They are fighting over some woman, I wonder. Ribery banned and fined £17,257 for pushing official. Hey. Toure blasts FIFA over racism. Yep, they do deserve to be blasted. I don't think they're doing enough. Ghanaian Times next. And big picture on the front page of a number of first ladies who converged in Ghana, invited by Merck, and of course, hosted by the First Lady of Ghana. And the President himself stopped by on instructions from the missus, he said, and had some...
If you like, don't show up.
Yes, including this headline, don't stigmatize infertile women. That's the President. Okay, there's a picture here, and our second lady is in it as well, Samira Baumia. Government inaugurates energy sector recovery program, steering committee. Foreign Ministry reacts to Time story on Nigeria border closure. Man gets 9 years for defiling girl aged 9. And I'm sorry, as a parent, even without hearing the facts of the case, I feel like 9 years isn't a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, 32 dams, dugouts in northern region, in northern Ghana, restocked with 10 million fishes. The fisheries minister is the one announcing this. Floods kill 1, render 1,767 homeless in Kuru West and Fantiakwa South. So that's another death that we are being told of from the floods that have happened this week. Right, finally, the Ghanaian Observer will reduce losses and improve service quality in energy sector. That's the finance minister assuring, not the energy minister. Join hands and win battle against stigmatization of infertility. That's the president. Fisheries minister begs parliament. Alan Chamanting woos U.S. investors. Akosombo Dam safe. That's according to the VRA. And that does it for me.
Okay. Michael Beckley, Craching Quanta, GCB manager.
Is that a headline?
Yeah. For my...
All right. Wait. But any picks before we go to my journal?
Yeah, the president had been talking about related issues of infertility and stigmatization. And yesterday I heard him. I thought that was very much on point. What we do also know is that medical science, modern day medical science, has made it available and very opportune for couples to be able to, or individuals to be able to have children, even if they can't have the children biologically. And I believe that the president's call is just one of several that we need from people who are meaningful in our society, people like all of us, who people look up to drum home the need for all of us to tone down, that socio-cultural inferences that we tend to make. When somebody marries, the next 6 months we're on the person.
6 months support.
You even see the person having a change in the tummy. Maybe they've put on a little, and then the next time you see them reduce, then you're making comments. I didn't think I was what is those kind of comments.
Enjoy life in the now, as if it's your business.
Exactly. Sometimes we can be the silliest society. The same people will put pressure on you after you get married and can't have a child. But if you get married and have a child 6 months after, then you were pregnant before.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think you just have to live your life.
Why is it any of our business? And I think I agree with you. It's very good that the president chose this thing to talk about. These are some of the benefits of being a president. When you say things like this, they carry a lot more weight than just some NGO mentioning it somewhere. And hopefully it will influence people to think differently about how they treat women who have problems that they did not cause in many cases.
So the gathering, the conversation, the first ladies were also talking about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, the fact that that's the
president
and that's
a
voice. Man.
Indeed. It makes it takes it further.
And the other side of the conversation too was that apparently medical surveys are indicating that more men, even way younger than what used to be the case, are having difficulties with fertility. And so in our context, we also have to accept that.
But it's easy to push it to the woman and say the woman is
the lady went to the hospital, doesn't have the problem. The gentleman, who is a husband, has refused to go and have a test. It takes two to tango.
The men are terrified of that same stigma. And women can't avoid it, unfortunately, because everybody's looking at your stomach. And it's shocking. It's shocking. When did it become anybody's business?
Even when you don't have children, I mean, we do certain things to ourselves. Sometimes, ordinarily, somebody would see you and think there's something there.
I mean, I wonder if I can say this politely to everybody who knows me, every person who meets me, has the opportunity to interact with me. I love you all, but please, the next person who comes up to me and tells me that Nafifi enwu nature, we'll have some words. You and I will have some words, and they will not be pleasant.
Oh my God!
Let's move on.
Should we wrap up?
Yeah.
Okay, my jawline.com. Legal education, Sophia Akufo GLC out of touch with reality, according to the second Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Albert Bagbe. Details there. Well, they don't see it. I used 3 meetings to convince Mahama in 2005 to accept presidency. That's Bagbe again in an exclusive interview with PM Express. PDS saga, initiate new concession outside MEDA framework, ASAP to government. All right. On the GFA, Randy Abe, Tony Obing. Oops. Let's come back. Tony Obing and Mark Addo set to vice presidential race. Oh, so is it between Randy, Tony Obing, and Mark Addo?
You know, the thing is that the person who becomes the vice should come from the executive council. Okay,
so if you're looking at insurance, well, we've got insurance, reinsurance, and broking companies in good standing that you can select from. It makes it easy. Amanda Clinton, I didn't spend more than $5,000 on elections, ready to assist Kets Okreko.
I like that.
This is an opinion, the best in the West. Kudos, Kotoka International Airport. There are a lot more stories on myjournline.com that you can explore. That's
Kotoka
our page.
International Airport. Not because of Terminal 3.
Is it kudos because it didn't flood? Like, I had a friend traveling on the day that it rained. I said, is the place flooded?
It's funny, the flooding seems to like relocate with every downpour. Spintex, who would have thought?
Yeah.
Anyway,
we have to go, right?
It's time for us to get straight into sports.
Yeah.
So Benedict is on the way, and we'll be bringing you images live from Parliament soon after that.